Inflation refers to the general increase in the prices of goods and services in an economy over a period. It's not just one or two items getting more expensive, but a broad rise across the board, from your daily groceries to housing and transportation. The core consequence of inflation is the diminishment of purchasing power. Simply put, the money you have today will buy you less tomorrow. If a banana costs $1 today, but $1.10 next year due to inflation, your dollar has effectively lost value because it can no longer buy a full banana. This erosion of purchasing power is why understanding and managing inflation is crucial for economic stability and personal financial planning. Inflation doesn't have a single cause, but typically arises from an imbalance in supply and demand or increased production costs. The two primary types are demand pull inflation. This occurs when aggregate demand in the economy outstrips the available supply of goods and services. Imagine everyone suddenly has more money, e.g., from wage increases or government stimulus, and wants to buy more. When too much money chases too few goods, sellers can raise prices. Cost push inflation. This happens when the cost of producing goods and services increases significantly. This could be due to higher raw material prices, like oil, increased wages for labor, or disruptions in supply chains. Businesses then pass these higher costs on to consumers in the form of elevated prices to maintain their profit margins. Measuring inflation is essential for policymakers and economists to gauge the health of an economy. The most common tool used is a price index, which tracks the cost of a standardized basket of goods and services over time. The Consumer Price Index, CPI, is the most widely recognized measure. It tracks changes in the prices of goods and services, typically purchased by urban consumers, including food, housing, transportation, and medical care. For example, if the CPI was 100 last year and 103 this year, the inflation rate would be 3%. The inflation rate is then calculated as the percentage change in the price index over a specific period. This allows us to understand how quickly the purchasing power of money is declining. Usually year over year, inflation has far-reaching effects on individuals, businesses, and the broader economy. Individuals, it erodes the real value of savings held in cash or low-interest accounts.